Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back. Triple option here. You got your boy Kaden, Dylan, and Tyler. Today we are going to play Jeopardy. So similar to last week when we did just a game show, but we also have a couple things to discuss first. Unfortunately, my personal Lord and Savior, T. Higgins, has been tagged, and so he will not be a Carolina Panther next year, which leads me to believe Michael Pittman will also be tagged, which means once again we are going to be wide receiverless and probably
Tyler Boyd.
depressing year. Tyler Boyd is probably just a little younger Adam Thielen. The only one, I actually genuinely think Mike Evans might end up in Carolina. And it's strictly because of Dave Canales being our head coach, and it's just a good fit. But I don't think Baker would like that leaving. And so if they view him as a franchise quarterback, they better pay Evans. So, but yeah, T. Higgins gone. What about the running backs? It was a bad year to give the bag to Miles Sanders, and then this running back class come up.
It was just. I think they all the ones pretty much underperformed. Like Josh Jacobs had a down year.
Yeah.
I mean, Barkley had a down year, but that was a team thing and all. Like, I don't know. I think they'll all go sign pretty low deals on a contender.
You think so? I mean, the only one I can see signing probably more than what they're worth is probably Barkley because of name and age. But
maybe Henry.
Henry, anyone who gives Henry longer than a 2-year deal would be nuts. And even then, it's probably going to be, if it is a
1 year with
deal,
the team.
If it is a 2-year deal, it's probably going to be all guaranteed up front with no dead cap on the second year. So he's easily cuttable because you don't see running backs hit free agency often and work elsewhere. So
he had the best year of the ones in free agency, though, right?
Wasn't he injured this year?
I think Jacobs probably had the best.
Maybe. We have to pull up the stats. But out of the 4 running backs, Henry, Barkley, Jacobs, and Pollard, rank them. Like who you would want starting tomorrow. Not all time. Who you want starting for your team tomorrow?
It's got to be Barkley first, right?
I mean, I think so.
For potential, at least. I know he's a little injury prone.
Yeah.
It's Barkley or Pollard.
Really? I know. I'd go Jacobs next, personally.
I would go Jacobs next, too, I think.
I wouldn't.
I don't like Pollard, though.
I think it would go, if for me as the Carolina Panthers, it would be Henry last, Pollard, Jacobs, then Saquon first. And but if you're the Ravens or the Cowboys, Derrick Henry's probably 1 or 2, maybe behind Saquon, because he definitely has some tread left on it. I just don't know if he fits in. He needs a coach that's willing to give him 25 carries a game, and there's not very many coaches left.
Chargers, Harbaugh. They'll give him it.
Austin Eckler probably won't be there next year either. Sneaky.
Not like Eckler.
He was he tagged this year, or was it 1-year deal for him?
I don't remember what happened with Eckler.
I feel like it was the same, because Jacobs and Barkley both just signed 1-year deals, right? They weren't actually tagged.
I
think Barkley was tagged,
Jacobs
right?
was tagged, and I thought Barkley was tagged.
No. I thought.
No, you're right.
They were tagged, but then they agreed on a deal.
And then Barkley was like, "I'm not playing," because it was $10 million or whatever for a tag, and I think they gave him a 1-year, $11 million because you're giving me. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Something along those lines.
I thought it was the same for both Jacobs and Barkley.
And it could be. I know for the tag right now is $12.8 million, which you don't pay running backs unless it's Christian McCaffrey.
That's pretty cheap for a running back.
No, running backs can be a whole lot cheaper and get a whole lot more production. Case in point, Chuba Hubbard and Miles Sanders. Also, look at the Chiefs, dude. They're in a dynasty, and who has been their best running back? Pacheco,
7th round pick.
7th round, whatever it was.
He was late, 6 or 7.
And so, why pay him?
True. That is true.
Especially when you pay them, they're injured for 2 years, then you trade them, and then you don't draft anyone good when you trade them. So, whatever dumbass team did that. But anyways,
they were saying
and then sign a shit.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
Sign a shit running back named Miles Sanders.
Dude, yeah, there was a jersey poll we were doing where Josh bought an actual bag, like a personal jersey, because there's this one breaker that does it where he puts 4 jerseys out in front, and when you win, you can switch if you want to. So it's pretty cool. And then if there's one on there that you love, you can buy a personal one and then see what it hits, and then if not, trade it. And so Josh did that. I think he wanted Chad Ochocinco. And then the guy before him took Ochocinco. So he's like, shit. And he's like, who do we pick? And then Miles Sanders came out in the Panthers jersey. He's like, do you want that? I was like, absolutely not, dude. It's not for how much you pay. No, not, dude. Anyway, I mean, and then also with the other tag, L'Jarius Sneed for the Chiefs, really good cornerback. Be shocked if he sniffs free agency. Did you guys read the stuff about Sean Payton too and Russell Wilson? Or not read it, sorry. Russell Wilson came out on the I Am Athlete
Brandon Marshall's podcast.
Yeah. Did you guys watch that video?
I didn't watch it, but it just sounds like they're trying to egg Russell.
I also felt like it was more geared towards the Broncos and not necessarily Sean Payton. They didn't really mention him a ton.
Well, Sean Payton, I don't want to talk out of my ass, but I'm pretty sure. I know that I think they do have a GM there, but I think it's a pretty well understood thing that Sean Payton makes final decision.
Oh,
and so, yeah, and I obviously I tweeted about it. If you guys saw that or not,
I did see that.
I did see you slandering Sean.
Well, I was reading the comments and people were like, "What the heck? I thought this guy was a good guy," and I was like, I know the NFC South is not usually fun to watch, but when he was the Saints head coach, the Saints were pretty relevant. And like this dude, there's a movie about why he was suspended for a full year. Like this guy's an a-hole. And the fact go ahead, sorry.
Your tweet was why I was confused, because I was like, dang, he's ripping into Sean Payton, and they say his name at like the last second of that video. So I was like, this wasn't even about Sean. Like,
no, I mean, he says the Broncos, and like I'm sure it was multiple people talking.
Yeah.
But like, and the craziest part is if Russell Wilson goes back to Denver, like, one, that's smart on his part because he's not getting paid like that anywhere else.
Yeah.
But like, I can definitely see like a Brock Osweiler situation when the Texans were trying to get out of that contract. Ended up trading him to the Browns with like, I think it was like a 2nd round pick. So it was a high pick just for them to take on the salary, and the Browns just ended up cutting him. And so I can see that situation coming to light, but it's just interesting. And basically Sean Payton trying to do another like illegal thing. That's not even just illegal in football. That's illegal in life. Like you could sue him for breach of contract. That is nuts. But Sean Payton, the ball's on him, bro. Sheesh. I do wish he was my head coach sometimes. I was
gonna say he does have more Super Bowl rings than your franchise.
Yeah, I mean 1.
That's tough.
Yeah. And now let's not pretend like the NFL didn't give him that because of Hurricane Katrina. Okay. Just saying.
That's a crazy take.
All right. Well, shall we jump into some Jeopardy? Am I missing any NFL news? Any NBA updates, Dylan?
Nothing crazy in the NBA, but I may have game film for us to review this week.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm trying to get it. So
let's see if Tyler can identify a pick and roll.
Was that LeBron news real about him extending for all that money?
He wants to.
Okay.
How do you say no to LeBron? I mean, we can wait for Thursdays.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on Thursday.
All right. Some Jeopardy. Tyler, go ahead and hit us with the rule. First thing I noticed, who are the 40? Is that wrong on your guys' end or mine?
No, it's wrong.
It's wrong, right?
I've never seen it spelled NERS.
Yeah.
Oh, it probably auto-corrected.
Oh, auto-corrected to what?
Like the start of a slur to me.
Yo.
We'll fix that on stream. We'll just do Niners. That way we don't offend anybody.
We didn't see any answers there, did we?
I didn't see.
No, just fine. You would have just seen questions.
All right.
I have to flip them. Okay. So it's going to be a lot like what we did during the season, where it's just like normal Jeopardy. The only thing that's different is the random as hell category. If you get those
Great
wrong,
name.
you lose points.
That's so crazy.
That is nuts.
And I guess this I was going to leave up to you guys if you want, since you can lose points on that. You can also choose before seeing the question to get double points, but if you get that wrong, you lose double points too. So if you need a double down because you're far enough behind, you can, but that's up to you.
I think my strategy was going to be to take it out first.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, with the double, you have to wait just in case.
And you don't have to double it. Like that's just if you need to make up some points.
We could implement a rule where like, oh, Dylan's picking random as hell 400, and I get one time where I say he has to double it just in case he misses it, so we could lose 800.
That's crazy.
That'd be neat.
I'm gonna be up by more than 800. So what's the point?
Hey, I don't know, man. Niners, Colts, Falcons, Cardinals.
Pretty sure Kaden only won one Jeopardy this season. I think Dylan won all the other ones.
I think we only played. I think
we played
3 or 4.
We had it up there, and I'm pretty sure we're tied 2-2. Because I was keeping track on this whiteboard right here, and then when you were keeping track, I was like, okay, I'll erase mine.
Was that straight Jeopardy, or was that games total? We played
that was just Jeopardy. I'm
maybe
pretty sure
maybe it was 2 for 2.
I mean, it's either 1 and 2 or 2 and 2.
Yeah. Okay.
But
well, you two get to decide who goes first.
Ladies first, Kaden, you're up.
Okay. Let's go Falcons 300.
Falcons 300. Who led the team in rushing touchdowns this season?
This seems like a sneaky Tyler Algier play.
Bro, it's going to be Jonnu Smith.
In rushing touchdowns? It's going to be something bullshitty, huh?
I will say a lot of these questions pertain to this last season since we're in the off season now.
I mean, I'm going to go Robinson because I feel like you're trying to throw me off the trail. I wouldn't be shocked if it's a sneaky Ritter, though.
So Robinson?
Yeah. No, I decided to go Algier. Give me Algier.
Okay, locking in Algier.
Locking in Algier. I called the Ritter, dude.
I knew it was going to be Ritter.
Oh, man.
Isn't that wild?
I knew
Didn't he have like 2 in one game the one week?
Yeah, I think so, because they were both should have been. They like ran to Bijan the play before, he didn't get it, and then they just not talk about it. Yeah, Dylan, you are up.
Let's go Niners 100.
Niners 100. Christian McCaffrey had over 2,000 all-purpose yards this season. Did he have over 1,500 rushing yards?
I'm gonna say no, because I think he had 1,462.
That's very specific. Does he get extra points if that's exactly right?
Absolutely not.
Damn, that was crazy close. 3 yards off is nuts.
It was pretty close.
Why do you know that?
Why do you know that?
He was on my fantasy team in my other league.
I
don't know, bro.
Something
this
sneaky
brain's
going
built
on.
different.
Something sneaky's going on here.
It leaked. He has the script.
Niners 200.
Stick with the Niners. How many players had over 1,000 yards receiving this season?
I mean, that rules out one of them.
So I know Kittle did, and I know Ayuk did, but I don't know if Debo. I'm gonna say 3.
3? Locking that in?
Yeah. Damn it!
Ooh.
Debo had 800.
Debo, I see. I didn't. I
think it was like 850 something.
I knew he was close.
Whoa! Why are you giving him points?
Oh yeah, he got it wrong. I thought he said 2. Why do I do that with Dylan?
I know. I know there's some bullshit going on here.
My bad.
Let's go. Let's go Falcons 100. Let's try to get on track.
Did the Falcons have a receiver or rusher with over 1,000 yards this season?
There's no shot they did. There's no shot. There's no shot. I'm gonna say no.
I mean, it's 50-50. Locking in no?
Yeah, I'm locking in no.
No.
Thank goodness.
Their highest was like 901.
Oh man, was
that Bijan's rushing?
Gotta be Robinson, right?
It was Bijan. Yeah, I think it was Bijan. I don't think Algier was crazy far behind him though. Okay, where are you going next?
Let's go Colts 100.
I'm taking all the easy ones.
Who had more rushing yards this season, Anthony Richardson or Gardner Minshew?
That's crazy, bro.
Okay. Richardson ran a lot in what, 5 games?
Played
3.5.
4.5. It was like 4.5.
Gardner Minshew. Oof. It's got to be neck and neck, like 250 each.
I wouldn't know how to answer this one.
I'm gonna go AR.
Locking that in?
Yeah.
It was. I was surprised. I was like, because Minshew kind of started running it there towards the end. Hey,
all
that's
right,
crazy.
Let's do Niners 300.
He's cooking now.
Team in sacks this season.
This is a trick question.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not Nick Bosa. It's definitely not Chase Young, not Randy Gregory. I'm thinking low-key Fred Warner or definitely not a D tackle. No way. Wasn't Kinlaw. Is Kinlaw the guy that came from the Eagles?
I'm not telling you.
Who am I thinking of that came from the Eagles?
I know exactly who you're thinking of.
Fred Warner or the guy who tore his Achilles in the Super Bowl.
I'm not telling you his name either.
Okay.
Oh, I do know actually, but
Greenlaw.
Was that in? Say first and
No. I feel like I remembered seeing a stat about how many sacks Fred Warner had. But a middle linebacker having the most sacks on one of the best defenses? A Steve Wilkes ran defense?
Not anymore.
Hargraves. That's the Eagles guy. It feels stupid to guess the middle linebacker.
Can we get a timer going?
We might need to. I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna second guess myself again. Let's go Bosa.
Locking in Bosa?
7.
Let's go Bosa.
6.
I'm gonna kill myself if it's Fred Warner. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
I don't remember who it was. The next person had like 8, so it was kind of close, but that was
Eric Armstead had quite a few.
It might have been Armstead that was next.
Bro, I don't know why I think you always just try to trick us when it's low-key simple.
300 is hard because I was like, I don't want to get too hard, but it can't be too easy. So I usually try to do a little bit of a mind game at the 300s.
Yeah. Let's do Cardinals 200.
Who led the team in passing yards this season?
Oh, that's crazy.
Kyler Murray, no doubt.
Locking that in?
Locking it in. No doubt. Never a doubt.
I thought you would think about Dobbs a little more.
No,
I mean,
didn't even cross my mind. Pastor, not my ass.
Dude, you were riding his dick so hard. Don't even.
It was fun to watch for like 15 minutes until you had that every late game fumble. Let's go Niners 400. Let's get a sniff of the 400s.
Who was the last running back to rush for over 1,500 yards in a season since 2000?
Okay, you have Frank Gore. You have Carlos Hyde, maybe. Carlos Hyde could be sneaky there. No shot Mostert, no shot Wilson, no shot. Who's their backup right now? I don't think it would be him. I'm thinking, dude, Carlos Hyde in his prime was nice. But I think it's going to be Gore. I'm gonna lock in Gore.
Lock in Gore.
Let's go, bro.
He was very close. He had like 1378. So like he was close. Yeah.
Oh man,
he was close. They had a lot of good running back seasons back in the day.
Sorry, Dylan. I know this isn't the most fun for you.
No, you're running through me right now. I know what it feels like to be you now.
Let's go. Let's go Falcons 4.
Who led the team in receiving touchdowns this year?
Now, see, this one's probably Bijan Robinson.
Taylor Heineke.
Let's see. I know Kyle Pitts had a few. Drake London had a few.
I think Drake London had multiple 2-touchdown games.
It might. If it is Drake London, then I'm happy to lose on that one. But I think this is the time that Tyler's trying to be sneaky with the whole rushing touchdown and then receiving. Let's go Robinstein.
Wait, can I lock one in? I just want to see if I'm right. Now that Caden's locked his in, Johnny Smith.
It might be Johnny Smith too. Let's go, bro. Come on.
That's crazy.
Come on.
I'll be honest, with the Falcons, there wasn't a lot of like other questions. I just did like all of one stats because I thought it was wild.
Okay, let's
running away with
Falcons 5. Let's do Falcons 5.
Dylan's gonna have to double down on some randoms.
I know.
Falcons 500?
Yeah.
Since 2000, the Falcons have had 4 quarterbacks finish the season with negative receiving yards. Who is in last place with negative 14 yards?
4 QBs to finish the season with negative receiving yards.
So 4 quarterbacks catching a pass for negative yards.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild.
You wouldn't want to.
I wanted to clarify.
It's got to be okay. Matt Ryan definitely is an option without a doubt. Michael Vick, I feel like, is frankly too athletic. He might have had negative, but 14 is a lot. How many trick plays did they try to run to Matt Ryan? Desmond Ritter's sneaky athletic, which also could turn into sneaky bad and sneaky trick plays. Marcus Mariota could have definitely achieved minus 14 too. I think they're all a possibility.
Are the Eagles keeping Mariota? I know it's a sidetrack thing, but
when in doubt, go with the white guy, Matt Ryan.
Locking it in?
Yeah.
Ritter.
Michael
Vick.
That was the one I was thinking least.
Ritter had -6 this year, which is what made me think of this question because like he finished with -6 receiving yards.
That's crazy. Damn, dude. I even said it. I hate when I say it and I walk myself through it and I'm like, no.
When you said it first, I was like, no way he gets this right off the rip. Hey, Dylan, time
Give
for
me
comeback.
Cardinals 100. You got to start it off low.
Did James Conner have over 1,000 rushing yards this season?
You know this is going to be like a 991 or like 1,015.
I'm going to say no because he was...
All the 100 questions have been yes or no.
Injured. I'm saying no because he was on IR, so he was injured at least 4 weeks.
He had a
couple that in?
games.
But he didn't have... Yeah, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I was like, I think
my
barely
barely
got over it. I'm sorry.
That's crazy. I'm getting fucked.
Let's jump in the deep end. Colts 500.
How many 50-plus yard field goals did Matt Gay make this year?
You can't even give me a range.
It's for 500.
He gave you 50-plus yards.
Dude, wasn't there one game where he had like 4 51-yard field goals? Oh, man.
Matt Gay was probably the best player on the Colts this year, let's be honest.
I'm going to say he averaged 1 per 4 games. And I'm going to add 1 in. So I'm going to say 5.
5? Locking in 5?
Locking in 5, going to be pissed if it's 4. No,
8.
Okay. Wasn't close. That's okay.
He did have 1 game with 4.
He did, yeah. See. Probably a game where I bet the under on 1.5 field goals.
It's true.
Colts 200.
Colts 200. How many players had over 1,000 rushing yards?
Shit. There. See, this is tricky because it could be 0.
That could be. It could be. It could be. It could be 8.
It couldn't be 8. It's 0, 1, or 2.
Yep, that's.
I mean, that's 2.
It's definitely one of those.
God damn it! Give me 0.
Locking it in.
I'm locking it in.
Give me 2.
Was 0. They
Good
were both in
looks.
the 700s, so weren't even
Dang.
close.
I was gonna say I knew Zach. I thought Zach Moss was in the 800s.
Zach was close. Zach was close.
I've been seeing Moss on a lot of breaks, by the way. Side note.
Really?
Colts.
I'm still waiting for my break.
I might sneak in there with you.
Okay, where are we going?
Colts 300.
Sticking with the Colts. What place did they finish in their division this season?
So it was close there. It was that last week. That's the problem. The Colts could have made the playoffs. I'm going to go second.
Locking that in?
Yeah.
They finished third. The Jags were one game. Well, it was like half a game above them, basically.
That's crazy.
All right, Falcons 200. Let's get back on track.
Who led the team in passing touchdowns this season?
Hey, it's Bijan again.
Dude, it might be Drake London. Like if you're doing the fuckery that I think that you have been doing.
I mean, the Falcons have been a wild category.
There was a stat where Desmond Ridder like either didn't throw a touchdown to a receiver or something like that. We know what's his name had 5. Robinson. There's no way.
True.
There's no way it's not Ridder.
Locking that in?
Yeah. Okay. See, this fuckery is.
The stats were insane when I was looking at the Falcons. I was like, was Ridder the only player on the team this year?
Okay, let's do cards 3.
The Cardinals only won 4 games this season. Who was the last team they beat?
First thought, could this be a sneaky shot at me? I don't think it was the Panthers. Okay. It's probably someone in their division, so 49ers, Rams, or 49ers,
Seattle.
Rams, Seattle.
I have.
Did they play spoiler? Because I think what happened was the Rams lost to them, so they didn't have to face the Niners or something along those lines. Or the Niners lost, so they could get. I'm going to go Rams.
Locking it in?
Yeah.
Now that you've locked it in, I'm very disappointed because we streamed this game.
Wasn't. Oh,
I knew it was the Eagles.
I was on the right path of it being a shot. My fault was I was so. What's the word?
That's why I didn't say when you said that. I put my hands in my head because it.
I almost said I was going to do. Can you name one of the 4 games they won? But I was like, the Cowboys one was a pretty big one to remember.
I don't know if I would have done that. I probably.
Oh, really?
I probably would have gone with a division team.
I don't think they beat anyone in their division.
They got swept by everybody. Shit.
Yeah. Yep.
That's crazy.
The Seattle, I think, was their last game, though. So I think that might have been why you were thinking Seattle. Okay, Dylan, you kind of got to sweep the board here.
Yeah, I know. Colts 400.
Who was the last wide receiver to have over 1,500 receiving yards?
Pittman, I know, has probably been close.
Nice.
I don't know if he's hit that mark, though. T.Y. I'm going to go with T.Y. Hilton. I don't like it, but.
Locking in T?
Yeah.
I think you're right. Oh!
T.Y. didn't have 1,500 yards.
T.Y. had a 1,400, but not a 15.
Man.
There's no shot.
You hate to see it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, you can do. If so, we will call out prostats.com.
I forgot that you're a little shaky with these stats.
I can just get it from the NFL site.
God damn it. 1448.
I was like, he was somewhat. That's why I was surprised. And even Reggie only did it once. And so.
50, it is a lot.
It is.
I could have
there's some teams that have had
T.Y.
multiple.
I
would have said T.Y. as a Colts fan. I also would have said T.Y.
Let's do random as hell 500.
Oh, he's making it spicy.
Do you want to double down?
Shit, I lose. Oh, hold on.
No, he called it.
Hold on. I forgot I lose.
No,
so now you got to you want to double.
No, I don't want to double. Oh my god.
Wait, Kaden said I get to choose a double for him.
No, we didn't make it official. The first sport to be featured on a U.S. coin?
That's crazy, bro.
I guess that one was kind of sports.
Bro, I legit was like, okay, because he can double that. Let me go ahead and knock it out. I totally forgot about. Oh, man. This has got to be what Kadarius.
This could be the biggest fumble ever.
Yeah. Sport to be featured. I mean, okay, let's use some thinking here. They call baseball America's pastime. I gotta go baseball.
So like baseball?
Polo.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna bother me, because if it's like one of these fake sports and you put this shit in here, it's gonna bother the shit out of me. I
didn't choose these questions, so I didn't decide to put it in.
If it was your pregnant wife, her and I might have beef. So
you're locking in baseball.
Yeah, it's got to be baseball, dude, or polo. Let's go!
That's crazy.
Let's go, dude.
I really thought you might overthink that one more.
Thank goodness I don't have to assault your pregnant wife. I was really worried about that for a second. Okay, let's go fantasy football 200.
Which wide receiver finished with the most fantasy points?
Okay. Jettas was hurt. Amon-Ra was beautiful. Oh, it's got to be Hill. Ooh. Does it have to be Hill? Was it CD effing Lamb? CD Lamb, Tyreek Hill. Jamar Chase was hurt. Sneaky Adam Thielen here. It's got to be between CD and Tyreek. And I feel like you put this in because I strictly lost the championship because of CD. And so
actually, I just wanted a fantasy category, and I looked up each position.
Okay, then in that case, I'm gonna go Hill. I'm gonna go Hill. Tyreek Hill.
Locking in Hill.
Yep.
CD Lamb.
CD Lamb, dude.
Oh. I didn't think it was close.
He only had he had like 100 less yards, but like 3 or 4 more touchdowns.
Touchdowns.
I hate that I narrow it down. That's why couldn't it have been like Mike Evans or something that I wasn't.
As soon as you mentioned Hill, I was like, "Oh shoot, he's gonna get stuck on it." I thought this one was obvious because CD was.
Yeah, it was crazy obvious.
Okay, Dylan, what are we doing here? What's the strategy?
Niners 500, baby. I got to get points before I lose points.
How many passing touchdowns did Sam Darnold have this season?
I actually know this one. I'm pissed.
Really?
This one. Yeah.
Okay, if I give you 2 numbers, Kaden, will you tell me if one of them's right? I'm going to guess one of the 2 numbers.
Just tell me the 2 numbers.
2 or 3.
Ooh.
Is that last game against the Rams? I'm going to say 3.
Locking in 3? It was 2. Man, you were close.
And then he only threw 1 touchdown pass versus the Rams. He threw one earlier that season.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm. Let's go fantasy football for 100.
What RB finished with the most fantasy points?
Christian McCaffrey.
Locking that in?
Yeah, move on. Let's go.
It'd be crazy if you had him on your actual football team, huh?
What?
I mean, that's a player you don't trade away. He's on your team for life.
Shut up!
You gotta get like multiple first-round picks and a franchise player.
True.
I think we drafted. Actually, can't name one player we drafted with all those picks. That's how bad they were.
Wasn't Mingo one of them?
No.
Oh.
Nope. That was that was our pick, and it was like
probably like Jacoby Birmingham or somebody who's not even in the league.
Probably. We were bad at drafting in late round. 400 fantasy, please.
400 fantasy. Which quarterback finished with the most fantasy points?
I'm thinking Lamar, but only because he's MVP. But he kind of had a sneaky bad fantasy year.
He didn't have a lot of touchdowns as someone who had him on his team.
Probably Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen. The tush push is just insane. It's got to be Hurts.
Wait.
Why are you hating on the tush push?
I have a sneaky one. So he's said Jalen Hurts. Is he locked in there?
Yeah, I'll lock in Jalen.
He's locked in.
Sneaky one is Dak.
I was thinking Dak is probably my third.
And then I think Josh Allen's number one.
Oh, fuck. I keep narrowing it down.
I think Hurts was third.
Yeah.
I don't remember who second was.
He had 46 rushing touchdowns from 0.5 yards away.
Cardinals 400.
Cardinals 400. The Cardinals had 14 players with positive rushing yards this season. How many players had touchdowns? Yeah, this was absurd when I saw 14 running backs.
Bro, what is 500 going to be?
Yeah, this is impossible.
Well, I did this one as 400 because I was like, you kind of have a number to work with. Like
13? I'm going to go 6. I have zero clue.
Locking in 6?
I was thinking 6 or 7. I would like to lock in 7. Not that it matters. Oh my goodness, he's a sniper.
Holy dude, that was
nicely done.
I was literally like on the tip of my tongue was like, if he gets this, give him double. But
I was put at 400 because I was like, if you just halved it, you would have been close. So I was like, I'll do 400 for that.
Cardinals 500.
Ooh. Who is the current backup to Kyler Murray? This was I will say I made this last night. So if it changed from last night to this morning, it will be wrong, but this was last night.
He played one game. It's a white dude. I don't know his name. He was a rookie, wasn't he? Do you know his name, Kaden?
I'm picturing number 19, but that's wrong because that's skeleton. I'm trying to think of who it is.
Brandon Allen's. It's not right. That's the only name I can think of.
Yeah, Brandon Allen's in
Denver, isn't he?
I think he's in Denver. Kyle Allen's in Buffalo.
Well, obviously, I was right putting this at 500.
No, that's a good 500. I probably would have switched 4 and 5 because once this pops out, we're gonna be like, oh my gosh.
I don't know if he will.
Tell you. I'm gonna say if I say one of his initials right, can I get half the points?
If you say one of his name right, we can give you half.
Tyler. That's one of his names. Tyler.
Why do you keep looking over this way?
Locking Tyler.
What's on your monitor?
Why do I keep looking?
Oh, Clayton Tune.
Because I got basketball going on.
Oh. But you were like, if I get one of his names right.
Well, because they're doing a replay, I was trying to see what it was.
Did you guys know who that was?
Clayton Tune, yeah, 15, number 15.
No idea who he was.
I knew there was a T in there. That's why I said Tyler.
Okay, Kaden.
Fantasy 300.
Which tight end finished with the most fantasy points?
Sam Laporta.
Locking that in?
Locking it in. Oh, man, I'm so good at fantasy. 500.
Which defense finished with the most fantasy points?
It's got to be Cowboys.
Locking the Cowboys in?
The Raiders had the one game.
I was going to say there was that one team that had the one game. Yeah, I'm going to go Cowboys still. Not shocked if I'm wrong, but would go Cowboys. Yeah. Dude,
that one might be a little harder.
Yeah, you dicked me down good. I don't think I can win.
Random as hell, 100.
Do you want to give him the opportunity to double each of these and try to? I don't know if it would be enough.
Sure. But I would also like to answer.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
No,
start at
Dylan,
100.
I'll just add my guess after.
Okay, start
Let's
at 100. I'm doubling them all.
Let's see how negative he can get.
What was the first animal to ever be cloned?
Sheep.
I have
lamb. Sheep or lamb? Can I have like both of the like?
Sheep or lamb?
Those are the same. So yeah, locking that in.
That's what I'm locking in.
You didn't give me the chance. I was gonna guess too, but it would have been wrong.
What are we gonna guess, dog?
I don't want to. I don't. No,
you gotta say it now.
I'm okay. I'm good.
I'll make sure you're gonna answer the next one.
Yeah, I'll answer the next one.
Come on, bro.
I'll answer it when we're not recording. I don't need everyone to know how dumb I am.
What candy was originally called chicken feed?
Oh, I feel like I know this one.
Weird.
I will at least give you guys this. You know this candy. Like it's not some random candy out in the world. You know this candy.
So we're talking like candy, not like trail mix, right?
Brother, no questions.
I was gonna say I don't think I can give you any more.
Chicken feed. Do you know what it is, Kaden?
I feel weirdly confident, but not shocked when it's completely wrong.
Yeah. I'm going to say trail mix. I don't know if people consider that a candy.
Locking it in?
Yeah, I'm locking it in.
I feel like it was candy corn.
Yeah.
Because chickens eat corn, so that made sense in my head. I was a farmer, you know.
That's crazy.
Was that minus 400? You did minus 200?
Yeah, it's only so it's still only minus 200. You lose only 200, even if
you doubled your loss too.
You don't double your loss now.
Oh, I definitely thought I was doubling my loss.
I feel like you're changing the rules, but it's okay.
No, so this is supposed to be a category to help people like catch up and not fall extremely behind. What is the 5th zodiac sign?
Oh.
I didn't know where to gauge on how hard this was because I don't even think I can name more than 2 zodiac signs.
Yeah, you should have done like how many? Is there 10 or something?
There's 12.
Oh. Are there 12?
You should have been like name like
Kaden,
7.
what's your zodiac sign? Because I know it's not yours.
Why would I tell you that? This is the competition.
I can't beat you.
Aries.
Then I'm gonna lock in Sagittarius.
That sounds right.
Yeah. What's your guess, Kaden?
When's yours, Dylan? Yours is Sag.
I'm Gemini.
Sagittarius must be right before your birthday.
I don't know. That just feels right.
What is Brick? I know Pisces is before, I think. I mean,
Brick's birthday's before yours, isn't it?
No, Brick's is in May.
Oh, I thought his was in March too.
I'm gonna say Cancer.
Okay.
That feels summery. Oh, that was
Leo. That's not. There's no. What are you determining is the 5th zodiac sign?
Again, I did not find these questions.
No, because I know Leo is in August.
Maybe the months are. I don't know. Again, I was given these.
It is correct, but for some reason, it goes. Yeah, I don't understand that.
That is dumb.
Hey,
That should have been 500 because that wording was
this is
terrible.
a pride question.
My 500 hit was crazy.
Can Dylan finish with positive points?
Dun, dun.
By United States law, exit signs must be green or what other color?
I'm going to say blue. I feel like rest area ones are blue. I'm
I
locking
don't
in
know
blue.
if I'm crazy, but I would think red.
Okay.
I'm
You
locking
locking
in
in
blue. Yellow's a
Red.
sneaky one, but I'm locking in blue.
It's gotta be red.
It
Yeah.
is red.
I don't think I've ever seen a blue. Yeah.
You've never seen a rest
Have
area
you seen
sign?
a red? I've never seen a red one.
I feel like I only ever see red.
Maybe that's like a Texas thing.
I'm looking at it right
I've been
now.
in Texas. I lived in the same state as you for
I guess that's fair.
however long I
Where have you
lived
seen
there.
a
don't
red
22
one?
years.
I don't think rest areas are considered exit signs because I don't
Exit
think you
the
can,
freeway.
I don't think you can go anywhere else
Oh.
besides a rest area. But I don't
Wait,
know.
were you talking about like exits in a building or exit on a freeway?
Freeway?
I was
thinking inside
thinking
the
freeway.
building.
I was thinking freeway.
'Cause if it's freeway, it's definitely blue.
Maybe it's not
Okay, see,
freeway.
I'm not wrong.
No, you
I
are
was-
wrong because this is talking about exits in a
But it
building.
didn't clarify.
It didn't
Oh.
clarify exit on a street
You're
either.
not wrong. Huh. I'll tell you what,
I
I'll
should
leave
lose
you at
points
what
for
you were
that.
at.
I think
I'll
should
leave you
lose.
at what you were at. Yeah.
well, I think I should gain points for that.
I mean, I
Dude,
think
I
you
was
have
seriously, I
enough.
was like, why the fuck are you saying red? I was like, yellow might be one when it's like a yellow exit
Yeah.
only.
Yeah, I was also thinking highway. Like I said, I didn't find these questions, but now I can
No.
see why it would get confusing. I automatically
you
thought
said
driving.
blue, and I was like, in the state of an emergency, if I had to find an exit, why would I look for blue?
Maybe I'm colorblind.
I mean,
That's fair.
You know you are.
hey, settle down.
So, what were our thoughts on the random category?
That was fun. Like
That was fun.
I
Bunch of bullshit. We got to work on the wording.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair.
Not your fault, but
I was pretty fun. That definitely went longer than I thought it was. I was every time I like come up with an idea, like when I basically and then I have you do it. I'm like that would be like a good 20-minute pod because like these hour-long podcasts are just not going well for us. But then it's just so much fun doing, so I don't give a shit. You know.
Would you like more or less categories?
I think that's the perfect amount.
Yeah,
it's a good amount. I mean, I got my ass whooped, so I hated it, but
he got you back for what you did to him. Was it the Eagles game? Actually, there was one game where you.
I hammered
nice
it.
dick slap. Yeah, you know. Sometimes you get donkey kicked, and you just got donkey kicked back. So I think we should official record for Jeopardy right now. 2-2, all is fair.
Cool.
I can also go back.
I was going to say 1-0, but
no, 2-2. I think is fine. You know,
give me a week or two, and we'll have the whiteboard back up for y'all to see.
Beautiful. So. Well, perfect. We're gonna end right there. Come back on Thursday. We're gonna do an NBA. We'll figure out what we're gonna discuss. Probably LeBron's legacy or whatever. But yeah, that's the pod. Thanks for watching.
Ace.